Alright, we're going to talk about how to add integers using the algorithm. So remember, algorithm is another word for rule. So we're going to add integers using the rule. So there's two things that you need to keep in mind, and you need to pay attention to whether the integers have the same sign or whether they have different signs. So if we look at example A right here, the first number is -8 plus -7. So we're going to go to this side that says if they have the same sign because they're both negatives. The first thing that you need to do is you need to find the absolute value. The absolute value. And if you forgot what absolute value is, that's easy. Absolute value is the distance a number is away from 0. So how far away is -8 from 0? It is 8 spaces away. Okay? Oops. Then how far away is -7 from 0? And it would be 7 spaces away from 0. Sorry, I keep on hitting a button. All right, the next thing that you need to remember is step 2. If they are the same sign, you need to add the absolute values. So since these signs are the same, when we found the absolute values, we add them. So 8 plus 7 is 15. Now, our third step, you use the same sign as the integers in the problem. So since both of our integers at the beginning were negative, our answer is going to be negative. So our answer is -15. All right, now let's talk about if they have different signs. And look at example D. Example D is -16 plus +4. So that's what I mean when it different signs. One number is negative, one number is positive. All right, so first step is the same. Okay, you need to find the absolute. Ooh, that was terrible. You need to find the absolute value. All right, now this is where it gets a little different. So the absolute value of -16 is 16, and the absolute value of 4 is 4. So then step 2 is you subtract. Subtract the lesser absolute value from the greater absolute value. So 16 minus 4 is going to be 12. Okay? That's our second step. Our third step is you use the sign of the integer with the greater absolute value. So since 16's absolute value is greater, we look at the original number, which was -16. So since it was -16, we're going to keep that negative sign, and our answer is going to be -12. All right? So those are our rules for adding integers with the same signs and different signs. We are going to talk about these other ones. So in example B, we have 35 plus 48. The absolute value of 35 is 35, and the absolute value of 48 is 48. So since they have the same sign, we are going to add. All right, so 35 plus 48, I can't do that in my head for some reason right now. 5 plus 8 is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, carry your 1, 83. And since both numbers are positive, our answer will be positive. All right, example C. We have -42 plus -26. So since they're both negatives, we're going to find the absolute value. So 42 plus 26. All right, then we add them together. 42 plus 26 is 68. And since both numbers were negative, we're going to keep our negative sign, and our answer is -68. All right. Last, we have two examples, and they both have different signs. So we're going to do 23 and 15 for their absolute values. Then we're going to subtract because they had different signs. All right, 23 minus 15 is 8. All right, and the absolute value that was biggest was 23, and 23 originally was positive, so our answer is going to be positive. Absolute value of -50 is 50, and then the absolute value of 72 is 72. Since they're different, we need to subtract, but keep in mind, we are subtracting the lesser absolute value from the greater absolute value. So it's really going to be 72 minus 50, and you get 22. All right? Now, the one with the bigger absolute value was 72, which was positive, so our answer is going to be positive. That is how you add integers using the algorithm.